Hello, this is Nathan. For this video, I'm going to review Digimon World for the PlayStation. How has this game held up since its release? Let's go over it. So the graphics. The game has pre-rendered backgrounds, which I think look great on the PlayStation. This is similar to games like Final Fantasy and Resident Evil. I personally prefer this look since it makes the scenery feel really alive despite it being static. For an example, Digimon World Redigitized is on the PSP, but it looks rather bare comparatively. This is the first area of the game and there's not a lot to look at. Redigitized wanted everything to be a 3D model, so it's limited to look like this. I feel like they could have done more considering how good the original looks. The digital world is a unique place and it deserves to be shown off to its fullest. Let's talk about the 3D models in Digimon World. The models that they use are very detailed and true to the original artwork. I really don't have anything negative to say about the graphics other than a few small things. For an example, getting stuck on the pre-rendered background can be annoying. Let's go back down here. I think I need to go to the left here. Maybe. The isometric perspective can be weird, especially when trying to grab items off the floor. Hopefully the clear Agumon don't fight us again, that'd be nice. Can I get that? It's a weird perspective. Excuse me? Oh, come on. Oh well. Can't have nice things, I guess. And lastly, some places are just difficult to find where the path is. Okay, I know where to go now. It's to the right here. I do need to get this item box that is down here that I passed by. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna get that. It's a large recovery, and then we have to go to the right here. Please don't fight me. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, there's a little path over here. Kinda confusing. Let's load up the sound and music portion of the review. The game has an amazing soundtrack. It even has different music depending on if it's day or night. Take a listen. I can't compliment the soundtrack enough. It is that good. After recording this series, I still have File City's music stuck in my head. For the sound design, Digimon make appropriate sounds and you get a feel that these monsters are big or even tiny. Each Digimon has unique sounds for when they're happy, falling asleep, and angry to name a few. Wouldn't mind if he went to sleep just because I can heal him easier that way. Oh well. What does this guy do again? Oh, speak of the devil. Okay. Let's have him go to sleep here. Digimon attacks also sound suitable for what they look like on screen and have a lot of variance. I think they hit it out of the park here. The music and sound effects make you feel like you're part of the digital world. I just have a couple nitpicks about this. The sound effects can be loud and repetitive. The music also replays every time you go to a new screen. You might not notice this as much, since some areas are bigger. But in a closed area like Greylord's Mansion, it becomes annoying. I'm sure if there was a remake, they would fix this. Alright, I think you guys get the point. Now let's load up the last part of this review, the features. Digimon World is packed full of features, which makes it pretty timeless in my opinion. Let's talk about them. The first one I need to acknowledge is the open world design. The game is not linear in any sense. As soon as you start the game, you can practically go wherever you want and experience File Island to its fullest. There are a few sections you can't get past until you do certain events, but these are few and far between. Certain areas also require a specific Digimon type to be able to access them. These places are Greylord's Mansion and Ice Sanctuary, which require a virus type and a vaccine type accordingly. For my playthrough of the game, I had a mod that disabled those requirements. Since I was just wanting to showcase the game, this made it more accessible to do so. I really don't mind the type requirements, considering vaccine Digimon are easy to get, and Greylord's Mansion does not have any important Digimon to recruit. Digimon World has multiplayer battles. Just like the virtual pet device, you can fight against another person's Digimon. How they did this was pretty cool. Instead of only being able to fight with your current Digimon, you would save a copy of your partner to the memory card. This made it so you and your friend could be on an even play field if you wanted. Unlike the early Pokemon games where you were stuck with what level your mons were. My brother Logan and I would play this for hours, competing to see who had the best Digimon. I'm pretty sure that was always me, just don't tell him I said that. The game has its own cards you can collect with different rarities. The Digimon on the island will trade with you, which would give you unique cards. Eventually in the item shop, there is a vending machine for booster packs. There are medals, which are exactly like achievements or trophies in modern games. And remember, this is a PlayStation game that came out in 1999. We did not see achievements as a standard until 2005 with the Xbox 360. It's not as if other games didn't do this, but Bandai made sure this game had everything. It's not a true game unless there's fishing, right? Well, Digimon World has that, and a good handful of others, like curling. There's even an item shop you help run, which is everyone's favorite. I like to call it Monochromon's third level of hell. Not many games from this era have you raising a monster of your own. They typically were just caught and used in battles. An example of this is Pokemon or Jade Cocoon. I can only think of one other monster raising game, and that's Monster Rancher. And in that game, you don't get to see your monster poop. Who doesn't want to see that? Since then, games have let you be more personal with your monsters, but there's still nothing quite like Digimon World. Building a city. This is nothing new for video games, but it's still a concept that I find really neat. It gives you a visual of your progression, and in turn, a sense of accomplishment. There are many things to do in the city once all the Digimon have been recruited. Gameplay-wise, it makes story progression and Digimon raising easier. For an example, there are Digimon that enhance the gym, which makes training faster, especially if you're wanting ultimates. And one of my favorite features of this are the mons that help you find other recruitable Digimon. Trust me, this is absolutely needed. They let you know which ones you're missing and provide hints for some of the harder to find Digimon. Speaking of which, the ways you recruit the Digimon are pretty unique as well. The majority, you just have to fight, but even then there are some unique battles. For an example, Garurumon has you fight him twice, and the second time you're not allowed to give orders to your partner. Some Digimon have you do special tasks, like trading or even freezing to death. There are many different ways to recruit all these Digimon, which adds to the charm. The last feature I will mention is replayability. After you've beaten the game, there are still additional things to go back and do. You can encounter Machinedramon again through the back dimensions, recruit any remaining Digimon you may have missed, and there's even a secret boss Digimon. If you're a completionist, there's easily over 100 hours of content. With all that said, I think Digimon World holds up pretty well even compared to some modern games. When it first came out, it was a bit of a struggle to go through. I had the player's guide to help me when I was a kid, and I still found things difficult. But thanks to the internet, the game is more accessible and easier to understand. If you're a monster taming fan, you owe it to yourself to try this game out. Now if you'd rather watch it be played, I have a playlist that shows the game from start to finish where I recruit every Digimon to File City. This game is one of the main reasons why I fell in love with Digimon. If you're new or even an existing Digimon fan, don't let the age of this game stop you from giving it a shot. At the end of each of my Let's Plays, I will have more videos like these breaking down my thoughts and opinions. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to cover by leaving a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. We appreciate all of you and hope you'll join us on the next adventure. See ya!